Hello everyone and welcome back to day 23 of our 30-day Python series. I'm super excited that you have stayed consistent. Today we dive into a really interesting topic, that is data types in NumPy. Okay. So what is the data types in NumPy? We have five different data types like integer, boolean, string, characters and floating point. So these are the five data types we have it. So let's look into this in our Jupyter notebook. Let's get started. So let's start here. Okay. Hashtag data type in NumPy. Enter. So in NumPy, every array has a data type called dtype. Okay, so this tell us what kind of values the array holds, whether it is an integer, float, strings, or even the Boolean values. All right. So now let's perform some operations here. So a equals np dot array 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay. Now close it, and this is a 1D array. All right. So now what I do here is I'll print hashtag the type of array. Okay, is comma, as I told you that every array has a data type called d type. So here we will be giving a dot d type. All right. Now close the bracket here. Yeah, here we go. We have written the wrong parenthesis. That should come outside. Okay, so let us create. And here the double quotes. Hmm. Now here we go. The type of array is integer. Okay, that is integer 32. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'll perform one more data type, that is a float. X equals np dot array brackets 2.5 comma 0.7 comma 6.8 comma 2.2. Okay, now close it here. Now let us print. So we print x dot d type. Here we go. Closing parenthesis. Yeah, again we have done the wrong thing here. Okay, this parenthesis should come out. So here we go. We got a float 64. This is a floating data point. So if we give a point here, like after a number 0.5000, 0.5, so the point when we get a point in numbers, that is your floating data type. Okay, so the numbers 1 2 3 4 7 8 9, all these numbers is called integer data types. All right. So now let us perform a string data types. So here I'll be giving x1 is equal to np dot array bracket. So I'll be giving it the apple comma wall cat. Okay, let us close this parenthesis. Now I will print x1 dot d type. Okay, close. Here we go. So here it gives a u5 u6. Okay, it means that it is a string data type. Okay, now when I give up both data types here, x2 equals np dot array brackets, I'll be giving it a banana comma cat comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Okay. Now let me just close this bracket, close the parenthesis. Now print x2 dot the type. Okay, close here. Here we go. So here we got U11. So it means that we can give both the data types together like integer and the string. Okay. Now what we are going to do here is we will convert one data type into another. Hashtag converting one data type into another. Okay. Enter. So now x equals np dot array. Here we will be giving the integer 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6. Close this. Let me close the parenthesis. Now I'll give it a print x. Okay. Enter. So in the print x, we can say here the integer value is or integer data type is printed here. Right. So now what I do here is 1 equals np dot float. I'm converting the same data types into a floating value. Okay. Now print x1. Here we go. Hmm. Float 64 we give it here. And here we got it. So we converted the value into a floating data types, integer to a floating value. All right. So now all these elements is of a floating type. We have x2 equals np dot int 64. Okay, int 64 and this x here. Now I will do print x2. Here we go. And so now again it's been converted. The floating data type has been converted to an integer here. Okay, we got the same value. This is how you can convert one data into another. Now what I do here is hashtag changing changing data type into complex numbers. Enter. Okay. Now m equals np dot array 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Okay. Close this. Enter. Okay. So this is my data type. What I do here is I'll give it a print m. Okay. Enter. Now I will print its type. Print m dot d type. Okay. Here we go. We got the output that is the integer here, right? So now I'll convert this to a string type. Okay. So x1 equals m dot as type astype. Okay. Complex complex complex. Now we give it a print x1, then print x1 dot d type. Okay, here we go. We printed this in the complex values, complex data types. All right. So now we are going to perform some operations in NumPy with the 2D array and 3D array. Okay. So let's start. Hashtag arithmetic operations in NumPy. Enter. So what I'm going to do here is I'll be doing a addition, subtraction, multiplication, modulus, okay, and division as well. Let's perform this. So I'll be giving it array 1 equals np dot array. This is a one D array, okay. So we can perform it in 2D array as well. That is 10 comma 20 comma 30. All right, close the bracket, comma 40 comma 50 comma 60. Okay, now close and let us close the bracket here. ARR 2 equals np dot array format. We will be giving it 1 comma 2 comma 3 close comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Enter. Now print ARR1 plus ARR2. Okay. Let us perform this addition. So here we filled elements 2 or 3 tuples got 4. Hmm. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So in the 2D array, we got the output here. Okay. 10 plus 1, 11, 20 plus 2, 22, 30 plus 3, 33. Now here it's going to add 40 plus 4, 44, 50 plus 5, 55, 60 plus 6, 66. Okay. And the same way we will be performing the subtraction here. ARR1 minus ARR2. Okay. Here we got the output 9. 10 minus of 1 is 9. 20 minus of 2 is 18. 30 minus of 3 is 27. Okay. Now in the same way, we are going to perform multiplication of ARR1 divided by ARR2. Enter. Here we go. Okay. 10 into 1 is 10, 40, 20 into 2 is 40, 30 into 3 is 90. Okay. So we got that. Now modulus. Print ARR1 1 modulus of ARR2. Okay. Here we go. We got it. Okay. So this will be getting a modulus of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now we are going to perform hashtag reciprocal operations in NumPy. Reciprocal operation in NumPy. Okay. So here reciprocal means 1 divided by the number. Alright. So ARR equals np dot array, open the bracket here, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Here we go, close it. Print np dot reciprocal of ARR. Okay. So here we got an output. Yeah, we have to close one more bracket here. We got it 1000. Okay. Now we are going to perform the arithmetic operations in 3D array. Hashtag arithmetic operations in 3D array. Enter. Okay. Hmm. Now arr1 equals np dot array, open the bracket, 1 comma 2, close it, comma 3 comma 4, comma 5 comma 6, then 7 comma 8. Now I have to close the 3 here. So again, if we want to give a 3D array, once we have to give a 3 brackets here. Okay, 3 brackets and close, enter here. Okay, now arr2 equals np dot array 1 2 3 9 comma 8 comma 7 comma 6 comma 5 comma 4 comma 4 comma 3 comma 2. Okay, close. 1 2 3. Here we go. Let us close it. Now we'll print arr1 plus arr2. Enter. Here we go. Okay. So now what we can do here is, here also we can give it one bracket. Let us close here and let us start one here. Okay, close. This is yes. So you get it different things here, 10 comma 10, and this is this is added by this one. Okay, 9 plus 1 is 10, 2 plus 8 is 10, 3 plus 7 is 10, 4 plus 6 is 10. Again, the 5 plus 5 is 10, and 6 plus 4 is 10, 7 plus 3 is 10, and 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, so this is how it calculates. Now the same thing if we want to do it for print arr1 minus arr2. Okay, here we go, enter. All right. So this is how we perform the arithmetic operations in data types in NumPy. So I hope you found today's session useful. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with this series. See you tomorrow for day 24, where we continue our Python journey. Till then, keep coding and keep growing. Bye bye. Take care.